Okay, that'll be fine too.
So can you go check you Bob no isi. I put down at that. Mama follow basket mouth.
This is it, guys. This is what you see in several places in Omo, and it is for ban. They use it to make ban, you know. And look at this now. Now this one, you can see the material. Look at this. This is different. You see, it's like grass. Look at this. But this one is like stick. Look at this. So I want to understand the difference. Why they use different materials. This one is like stick. You see, it's like stick. Correct. So so now this one is like stick, while the other one is like grass.
Yeah. They were done with different material.
Okay.
So this one can last for just 1 year.
Okay.
But this one can last for, as you can see now, this one is not as fresh as the other one we see on the other side. That one we see on the other side is used this year. This one you are seeing now was used last year and it is still serving. So, but as for this one that you see now, this is what we call Olobo.
Okay.
Olobo is the name of the grass. Then this one is the Arana.
Arana. And Arana is more durable than
Arana is more durable than.
But this one looks beautiful, like
this one looks beautiful. We call this one Epa. Epa. Okay. Then there is another one that is produced using giant star grass. Achaleu is what we call that one.
Okay.
Achaleu. That's what we call it.
So this I'm seeing it's yam that is inside.
Yam,
where's the entrance?
No, look at the entrance.
Oh, this place now.
This is the entrance. But the owner is not here. If the owner is here, we would have.
This place is the entrance now. This place.
This is the entrance.
And that's a yam band.
This is a yam band.
This one.
We can enter this one because when I say.
This one is what? A yam band.
A yam band, yes.
So is there any reason why they use this kind of material for band?
Yes, because the yam needs air.
Okay.
It needs air. The design is to allow air penetrate all the time. With this palm fronds, you can see. Now this band is more than 30 years.
Which one? This one.
This one is more than 30 years of age.
But not with the Arana.
Not with this Arana.
Okay.
The structure. Look at these lap sticks that were used to build it. It was because of these lap sticks that it sustains. Now the owner is using less palm frond because already the live trees inside is now providing shade. Okay.
And the yam needs shade.
The yam needs shade because exposing it to intense sun heat is going to cause decay. Specifically,
so why can't they use zinc like this one now?
If you use zinc, it will generate, it will attract heat from the top
and affect the yam.
Then the ones that are going to be more affected are the seedlings.
Okay.
And that seedlings, when affected, is going to affect germination in the next planting season.
How long does yam stay inside here?
The yam stay from here till when it is done. That is when it is finished. Sometimes April, some other times March.
That is when they finish planting them.
When the planting is gone.
Wow. Because I've seen this around, you know, in Omo communities, like they use this.
It is common. Virtually every family has one. That's why you see one here, see one there, see one. Any family that is agriculturally based, specifically those who are yam producers, so they must have this. Now, in the olden days, every man has his own barn. Now, another thing that is common is that we have communal barn ownership.
Okay.
In communal barn ownership, a kindred can decide to have one, a very big one like that. Like the place where my house is built. That place is the place we call Oka. Oka in the Igbo traditional language means barn. That's where the entire kindred of Umokoyam used to pack their yam at the end of every farming season.
Each person knows where their own yam is.
Yeah, you know, yeah, Akoba Kanakwe. You know, Akoka Nkege, Akoba, Akoka. So, by age, this one senior, this one senior, this one. So, eating Njokage. This is in Njoka. It's what we call Njoka. If you go inside, you are going to see where the yam are tied. That thing where it was tied is what we call Njoka. That thing that holds the stick and then the bracing that sustains that thing is going to be there, size by size.
So it doesn't need much exposure to sun. It doesn't need much covering.
Yes. If you cover it extensively, it will choke. Then if you expose it extensively, it will probably choke.
Oh, that's great. So we can just enter this one.
Yeah, we enter this one, but it is going to be from the other side.
Okay.
So you see the interior and see what it looks like.
Yes. Let's do a quick.
You can see a combination of this and this. This one is an old Arana product. This one is older than the other one we see.
Okay.
So the owner of this barn, what he does is that every year he tries to replace the angle or the area that is weak.
Okay.
Then in trying to do that, he is saving his money. He's saving his money. Let us open it and see how the interior looks. The interior of it.
Wow.
Preparation is taking place. These are the njoka, the thing I'm talking about.
Yes.
The njoka.
What's the function of the njoka?
For the function of the njoka is that this is where these yams are going to be tied. Okay, look at this one. It has been already.
Good.
It's already tied. You can see the function now. Now, when designing this thing, you design it in such a way that the material you are going to use to hold your yam is going to be strong enough to carry it for the number of days or months that is going to stay in the barn. Okay? Now, the essence of using this thing, the last thing, is to make sure that it cannot draw down the barn. If you use a weak stick, here specifically, if you use bamboo stick, a time shall come when termite is going to eat it up from here and it will die. That's why they use ogirishi and other live sticks.
Okay, the ogirishi stick is very strong.
Yeah, very strong. Because it has the ability to generate and regenerate. Even if you cut it, it's going to regenerate. Then we have the shikale. Look at the shikale here. It has the same ability to regenerate. Then we have aboshi and we have opa. This is opa. Now, this is one of the biggest trees in Africa. If I am not being emphasized on my mind, let me say I'm not being exaggerated. This is what we call ebenebe tree. Ebenebe tree, they say, behaves like the kola nut. It has the spiritual capacity. People use it to pray. People use it to do some series of culturally based activities, specifically in saving life, Ijo Kaleri and all that. It's very important. Then it is here, as you can see. It has equally the same ability to regenerate. This big tree you see here now was once like this before it grew. So now the owner did not want this type of tree to grow in between these two houses. That's why they started cutting it.
Okay.
So this is
There's cocoyam here too.
yes.
You
For
stock
every type
cocoyam
of
here too.
yeah, every type of food tuber can be stored here. Every type of tuber or tube. Tuber. You see cocoyam. This cocoyam you see now. This cocoyam you see now, very viable. It is viable because it is getting air. Expose it to intense heat till you can start decaying.
And you will lose the entire thing, including the yam.
You will lose them. Hey, look at this. This is as a result of intense heat and the bad land. You can see this is termite attack. Okay, so when this thing happens in your land, that means you have to harvest as early as possible. You don't waste time, because if you waste time, something is going to happen. Look at this. This is what we call yam beetle.
Okay.
You look at this thing. Yam beetle. This is the beetle that feed on yam. While your yam is in the barn, they will begin to eat on it. Look at it. So those are things.
So is there any solution for that, preventing the yam beetle?
Yes. In preventing the yam beetle, there is a chemical that people use now in pre-planting operation. Sometimes you wash your yam seedling with those things. Look at this color. This ash color here is not ordinary.
Okay.
This is a sign of disease.
So guys, we are leaving the barn now, but this is the interior of the yam barn. Here you can see cocoyam also. These ones here have already been prepared, tied, and they will remain here for as long as the farmer wants to use them, for as long as the farmer keeps them here and plants all of them. Guys, Omo community has very exciting, very intriguing agricultural culture. This is good, guys. We move.
I did not show you this one. Instrument we use to dig and harvest yam. That's what we call ugu.
Yes. Okay.
In the olden days, when tradition was still tradition, women don't get yam from inside the barn.
Wow.
No matter how close it could be to them.
Even if it's their husband's own.
Even if it is the husband's own. Till today, in Omashin, I am a local government. Women do not sow yam. Okay? It is the exclusive duty of a man. If you have lost your husband as a woman and you want to cultivate yam, you must hire a man that is going to sow the yam for you.
Even in 2025.
Even in 2020, as I speak to you now, it's happening in Omashin. Now let me take you back to the olden days and the women and barn. So many people began to ask, why is it that women are excluded from getting yam from the barn? It was because then yam was one of the most respected food in Igbo land, and it is sweet. Before the advent of processed rice, the most sweetest type of food that our people have access to is yam. So women like sweet things. And if you allow them to be entering your barn every now and then, your yam will finish in less than the expected time. So because of that, our people now went and attached to culture and begin to say, it is the duty of the man to go inside the barn to bring out the yam. That means a woman, for whatever reason, has no right to decide when yam should be cooked, unless the one she saved from leftover yesterday. That is I'm shutting down, closing the barn now. The essence of closing it this way is not for thief.
Okay.
People can find their way into the barn and then steal. The essence of doing this is to cover it from goat and other type of
animals.